Also, a couple format changes for the Oscars this year. Unlike previous years, the original song nominees will not be performed, but as you heard there, we're still expecting some fun musical acts. Remember the energy from I'm Just Ken last year? Well, the show's choreographer says they're looking to capture more of that kind of Kenergy this year.
What would that be?
I don't know, but...
I mean, wow, yeah, we love that. Okay, now, as you can see, with his picks for Sunday night's big winners, Erik Davis, he's the managing editor at Fandango, friend of the show. Erik, always great to have you. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to make you start with your pick for Best Picture, which, as we just heard, there could be a total toss-up. And, in fact, I understand your favorite has kind of switched.
I just switched in the last 24 hours from Anora to Conclave.
Okay.
And, you know, everyone I talk to, inside the industry, outside the industry, Conclave is the film that, on paper, is a Best Picture. If you took all of the ingredients of a Best Picture winner and put them in a blender, Conclave is the kind of movie that would pop out. And so, you know, sometimes the obvious choice is actually the obvious winner. But Anora would be the underdog. It was, you know, I think Hollywood loves an underdog story. It's an unconventional Best Picture nominee.
Did you just see Conclave, or why did your mind just change?
You know, I just, in people that I've been talking to a lot, and you know, people in the industry and watching it again, I feel like it's just the film and then it taking SAG.
I keep hearing people say, like, they loved Anora, but then they kind of pause and go, but I don't know if it's Best Picture. And Conclave, it kind of is.
Exactly,
it feels like it.
Exactly. And you hear that with The Brutalist, too. That it's like 3.5 hours long. It's too long, you know? So Conclave is the only film that everybody just likes.
Let's get to some other categories here, because still with Best Director, you do think Anora might have a shot here. With Sean Baker?
Yeah, I think Sean Baker could take it, and it's great. I mean, his indie roots, a New York filmmaker. I think it would be really fantastic to see him. All first-time Best Director nominees in this category, so no matter who wins,
that's cool.
You have somebody
that is
an
cool.
Oscar for the first time.
Now, one of the most anticipated categories, Best Actress. We just heard Joe report there, Demi Moore potentially, and we've seen her win a couple other awards this season. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it could be Demi, the icon, the legend, deserves 40-year career. Mikey Madison, the Cinderella story, which Hollywood loves that story, the breakout star. She is in Anora. Or Fernanda Torres.
That's the dark horse, right?
Yeah, she's the dark horse. You know, she's the second Brazilian woman ever nominated in this category, her mother being the first one. So I think no matter who wins of those three, likely, it's a nice story.
Best Actor has really gotten tight these last, like, even just couple weeks, especially with Chalamet winning the Screen Actors Guild Award. What are you thinking there?
Just change this one as well, from Adrian Brody to Timothy Chalamet.
Doing a lot of switching.
You know, one of the reasons why I did this, I looked at SAG Awards. In the last 13 out of 15 years, the actor that has won SAG has won the Oscar. And so, yeah, it could be one of those off years, but those are really good odds for Mr. Chalamet.
Okay, I'm seriously sitting here as in a surprise to no one. I have seen almost none of these movies, but I know I'm thinking like, oh shoot, I should watch Conclave before Sunday night. I know Fandango's streaming a bunch of nominated films. Which ones and how can we watch them?
Yeah, most of them are on Fandango at home right now. A lot of them you can rent for under $6, so it's a really great time to stay at home this weekend and catch up on all these nominees. I would say Conclave for sure. Check it out. Wicked, of course, as well.
Yeah.
And Fandango at home is like an app?
Yeah, well, yeah, Fandango at home, yeah. It's like you buy and rent movies.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
and Conan O'Brien's going to be hosting, which got to be fun. I mean...
Conan O'Brien's going to be hosting, great choice, and then Wicked medley to open the show.
That is what we're hearing.
Ariana and Cynthia.
Oh, that is Kenergy.
That is smart. There we go.
Okay, that's making sense.
a little,
like,
is it pink? It's green and pink.
Yeah.
Kenergy.
And at least people will, like, sing along, right? Like, I feel like we all kind of knew that song by then. Erik Davis, thank you so much. Great to have you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.